Identity card. And did you like your mum?
Yeah.
Did you like your mum? Was your mum a good person?
Oh, yeah.
It's her headstone.
Oh, that's her. Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah. That's, she was a hard-working woman.
I've got, we're just looking before, I got a picture of when my mum and dad got married, and I think the picture sums up what she was like. She spent the whole day, because in those days, I was saying to John, they don't have weddings like they have now where you do. She did all the cooking and all that, so in most of the photos that she's in, she's wearing an apron.
But that bloody 46, it wasn't a big house. It was 3 bedrooms and had a big veranda right round it, or across the front and down one side. And nearly all of us slept out in the bloody veranda. But we had a kitchen table.
That's Alex.
That's my mother. Yeah.
Okay.
But she was a bloody good cook.
What was her heritage? She Irish, Scottish, Australian?
Her father was English,
Yeah.
and her mother we can't find out.
Oh, really? So you've got your own mysteries.
Peter did a lot of research on it.
And who's that chap there?
That's Patrick Kerr.
Oh, there's Patrick.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Aubrey's father.
Oh, better put that one.
That's his third wife.
Yeah.
So this is in 1955. That's my dad with George. So 1955. This is the first family.
And that is Jim in the middle.
Mm.
He was another bloody drunk. Oh, he was a drunk. That's Jim.
Yeah. So that's Patrick there.
No, that's Jim there.
Oh, Jim.
That's
Oh, Patrick there. Sorry.
father. That's
Yeah.
no. His father.
Jared's father.
Okay.
And that's George.
You forgot me already.
Yeah. That's the 3 eldest boys in the first family.
So which is you?
No.
No,
his
you.
father.
Yeah, but not you.
Obviously, they decided to get a picture of the dad with his boys.
So how long before his death would that have been?
1955. He died 1960. He died before I was born,
Okay.
and I was born 1960.
He died the 30th of March,
Yeah.
1960. He was a good bloke too, I've heard. Up there.
He had
an
an Irish accent.
Very good.
Oh, he did he? Oh, I wondered
He
about
had an
that.
Irish accent, didn't he?
So he had an Irish accent?
I think
He had an Irish accent?
No, occasionally, but not really. No, I think he'd been out here too long, you know.
Yeah.
Although a lot of them don't. My own father never lost it. I met him when I was about 40.
See this? I got this check. Not cashed. It came from
4 and 9pence.
yeah. It came from the National North British and Mercantile Insurance Company. I don't know what it's for.
Bank of New South Wales. 4 shillings and 9pence. You wouldn't write a cheque out for that now, would you? 49 cents.
The only way you could do it back in the day, I guess.
Yeah, oh, the times are different, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, you can, at least it's going to be easy for you.
Yeah.
That Margaret's, can I
Yes,
just have
yeah.
a look at that
By
one?
mates, yeah. Okay, so she was one of the...
Who's Margaret Mary Ellis? Is that May?
She was her Kerr. She was Margaret Kerr.
May. That's May.
May.
Mary
Yeah,
John
May
Ellis.
wasn't the right name, was it?
No, it was Margaret.
She was
Yeah.
always called May, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of her daughters was Margaret.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. So Elizabeth Kathleen Kerr.
That's Auntie Betty.
Okay. So she died 85. Is that about right?
Yeah, very sad. Auntie Betty. Yeah, I
Okay.
posted a picture of her last night.
Oh,
Actually, Betty, Elizabeth. Here you go. This is at my 1980. This is at my sister's wedding.
No, Betty Elizabeth. Who was
Yeah,
that?
Elizabeth, Auntie Betty.
That's
Butel.
that's a
Not Butel, Henley.
no.
There you go. There's Uncle Jim.
Okay, with the
Butel.
beard.
Oh, yeah. That's Auntie Betty.
Okay, there.
Was Betty there?
There.
There.
There's my dad.
Mhm.
There's up George. That's me.
Oh, there's George, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Jim.
What was it? Where was that at?
That's at Carmel's. That's my sister Carmel. That was at her wedding back in 1980.
Oh, it was only
And the funny thing about
it's only
that,
the first family there.
yeah,
Even your father looks bloody drunk there, and he never drank, did he?
not really.
Mm.
When I look at this one here, see that picture of Elizabeth, or this is a picture of her at 1955 at my dad's wedding, and to
Yeah.
me, she hasn't changed.
Not
It's
much.
like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So there's Jim there, that's him there. There's George there, that's George there,
Yep.
and that's my dad there. So
Yeah,
those,
this one changed.
yeah.
Yeah. So George Vincent Kerr, the fifth one. That's
Yep, he's the one that wrote the
okay.
the story.
Yep.
And that's Betty there, is it?
Yep.
Oh, of course it is.
So that's all the boys in the first family,
And then
except May.
That is the first family, except,
Except
May.
May.
John died when he was 5.
Yeah, John Ilarish. I've been
Yeah.
trying to find his grave.
Okay. And then there's Raymond.
That's my dad.
That's your dad. Yep. So yeah, and he cracked 66. So that's not a long innings.
Yeah, no. So that you can wipe that one.
Right.
It's Raymond Leo. It's Raymond
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah. I figured, and then we must go on to.
That's
Yeah,
your
comes.
grandma.
Yeah, so 26. So she was 26 and he was 42.
Or what's it saying?
Oh, and there was only if you look on the their wedding day when Rita was born, she was already about 5 months pregnant when they got married.
Maybe it was one of those.
Probably unusual in those days.
Yeah, it's a shotgun wedding.
Who was that with Richard and I?
That's Molly and Patrick.
Like a do, Rose?
Oh, I need to keep you company. Yes, please.
What time do you got to go out tomorrow?
I'll leave for the airport about 10.
You flying home tomorrow?
Mm. Yeah. Now,
What sort of building you do, Alex?
well, predominantly houses. That's a cover of a book that we've produced.
That shows you, if you want to take a picture of that,
Yeah,
that shows you the
So that's my company there, John. Thanks.
forward.
Yeah, 25. There you go.
Yeah.
She's 25 and he's 42. Not a bad arrangement, old Patrick.
Well, that happens sometimes in that industry, doesn't it?
Particularly when you've got 6 kids to look after.
Cool.
I think
Yeah.
she was like the manager of the hotel, I believe. She was like the.
Yeah, there you go.
No, a bit more than a cottage builder, mate.
Yeah, do a little bit more than the cottage building. Do that if you have to do that.
Are you over here at a conference now, or?
Yeah, I had the conference today.
Yeah, can I have a cup of tea, please? Thanks.
Cup of tea. We don't serve tea in this house, I don't think, do we?
I got a dry.
Tell me you want it out of a bloody teapot.
Yeah, here we go. So this is Groom's family. Was Mill. Groom's name was John. Bride's family, Hunt, Mary. So she was married in 1921.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, I'm 99% sure.
Okay, can I get a picture?
Yeah,
I'll
sure
find it
can.
because I don't get that information
Yeah.
at all.
Of Hunt, McAuliffe, Lucas and Kerr families.
So she was pregnant when she got married.
Oh, she was definitely pregnant when she got married. but we're also indicating that she was.
Unusually,
Okay, so that's where that come from. I'll check that one out.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting, because when I looked at my, I was
Because
even,
that's why I can understand why a 26-year-old woman would still be on the.
I think that was the case with my mother.
Date of
I might
the,
tell you to mind your own
of the
bloody
wedding?
business. That's
no,
not.
sorry, what was the date on?
of the wedding. 29th of May. And Rita was born. Where are you, Rita? And she became a butel, didn't she?
Yeah.
Auntie Rita.
And I see that their family was still ice vendors back then.
There you
They're still ice vendors.
are. Where's that? Well, that's where it all started,
yeah.
actually.
In 32 Central Street.
I beg yours?
It's got here the Australian electoral roll. The
32 Central.
32 Alan Godfrey Butel and Gladys Rose Butel.
How did they meet?
Alan was his brother, actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So you had Stan Butel.
Yeah.
That Rita married Stan Butel.
Well, there's Rita. Would that be Rita there or not?
Rita Montague, that's her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clarendon Road. Herne Bay. That's that photograph. That's the house they were building at Clarendon Road.
Okay.
Herne Bay. It's now changed to Riverwood.
Yeah.
Herne Bay used to be an American Army base hospital. But what was I looking up for?
Don't know why I put this down. Here's some interesting things regarding some deaths. Patrick Kerr died of Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Kerr, exhaustion. Through
Yeah,
pernicious
that's
anemia and childbirth, as per death
What's
certificate.
Parkinson's disease?
That's a motor neuron disease. I
Yeah,
think,
did
isn't
he have the shakes or anything? That was on his death certificate.
For the last 3 months
He's sort of like, you
of
know,
his life.
So, yeah,
Two
so
of us boys would be over there every night. Like I might be Harry and me, and might be your old man. I don't know whether your father was involved. Your father probably was involved. You just have to turn him over a couple of times during the night.
okay.
So we spent all the night there. That was
Okay.
about the last 3 months of his life.
Okay.
that would have been.
So Mary and Patrick got married on the 29th of May in 1923, and Rita was born on the 26th of November 1923. So
May.
6 months.
That was kept quiet too.
Yeah.
I never knew. That's good detective work.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is true, that's the first I've ever heard that she was married before. I just assumed.
And then there's Patrick Benedict Kerr.
Yep, that's.
He was the next one to Rita.
Mm-hmm.
Rita was the eldest, then Patrick Benedict.
Yep.
They always called Patrick Benedict Dick.
Yep.
Was he, when he came out of the Air Force in 45, he did a served his time as an electrician.
Yeah.
The three of us served their apprenticeship at the same
Okay.
place, actually.
Yeah.
From family 1, family 2, family 3.
That's the sort of floor we got put in our place just recently. That sort of stuff.
Okay.
You got rid of all the carpet, and we got this sort of. Is that actual floorboard, or is that vinyl stuff? We got that
Which
vinyl
one's
stuff.
that
Oh, this picture there.
That's floorboards here.
Alright. We got the cheaper.
Business there, Alex.
Yeah, it has its moments, but it's always challenging, which is always better than not.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
Your dad would be proud of you.
Yep.
Anthony Woodland.
So you've got 79. It's not a bad age.
That's,
Yeah, so that's Joe. Anthony William.
where would you have got this from?
This is all the
True.
research done by my wife's cousin who did the family
right.
research.
And see, it says trade newspaper.
And also from the Alice Family Tree on Ancestry.com.
Ah, that's Libby.
Mm.
That's
How old was Joe when he passed away?
He would have been 79.
He died 5 years before that, physically.
Okay.
he had he had a terrible time, didn't
Oh,
he? He had Alzheimer's.
Had a bad motorbike accident when he was 19.
yeah. He bought Aub's old motorbike
Right.
when Aub got sick of it.
Yep.
And actually, I bought it off Joe later on.
So
But
that's a one I haven't seen either.
where was the accident at? Yeah, that's it. I remember it there.
Yeah.
South
That's
Coast.
So 1950.
That motorcycle club at Beverly Hills, there were 3 coppers in that.
Did you know much about the blue that Patrick had with George and it went to court about the
I've
the
got a
pub?
whole thing on it here if you want to know more.
It was Kerr versus Kerr.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, and Patrick lost out. So then there was Anne Kerr who died.
Yeah. Where she?
Now what happened about Frank Kerr? Did
Frank was the youngest. He just died about 10 years ago.
Yeah, 2000 supposedly.
Anne died. She was only a
Yeah,
baby.
baby. Yeah.
Where she is?
No, look, Frank, he died up at where was he living? Barrow Bay or somewhere. He was cremated, so there's no grave. You're never going to find it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Lawrence Kerr.
That's-
Wally.
He was commonly known. He was known as Harry Kerr.
Harry. Okay.
He learned to smoke Camel cigarettes when he was 11 and died of lung cancer. Harry
Yeah, so
Kerr.
he was only young. 58.
I think he was 58. I thought he was 60.
Yeah. 32 to 1990 supposedly.
He was a plumber, bloody good one too.
Okay. And that's. And then?
All the second family, except for all, served apprenticeships.
Yeah, that's what I've read in there as well.
There's 3 electricians,
Yep.
2 plumbers, and Joey was a motor mechanic, and all good tradesmen too.
But wasn't Joe?
That's the uncle.
That's the uncles, yeah. And then all the pubs that they own.
The
They're
owner
gone.
worked that or whatever.
Tabora got burnt down to the ground. I've got a picture of it before and I've got a picture of it after.
A lot of the pubs they were in, they never owned. George did, the city pubs.
Yeah, Belfast Billy.
He owned but he ended up owning a couple of wine bars too.
This is Aubrey's form when he went in for the army in the first time. So James Aubrey James.
So,
Now I'm always confused by this because that date up there says 41 and then it's stamped here 44. So I don't quite understand.
well, 44 would be. Well, that's RAAF, so 44 would
Yeah.
be right.
So maybe he went into the Air Force first and then had to join the army.
I thought it was the other way.
Yeah, I know. I thought that as well, but I'm trying to work out why the 2 dates are on there. And then,
One could be the date of publication, whatever, I don't know.
and this is where it says the next of kin. Lily.
Yeah,
Williams.
well, I'd say that's somebody that you got to.
Yeah, and look, it's silly. Oh no, that's right. Sorry, it's not Beverly Hills. It's Parramatta. No, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
yeah.
that's something.
And then this is it, the written part: personal particulars of results of enlistment. So James Aubrey, mustering of enlistment, air crew, next of kin there. So this is actually the handwritten version of it. Now Patrick Kerr he put him down as his uncle, cheeky bastard, of the same address. Roman Catholic.
None of his brothers would be surprised that they knew this. I can
Yeah,
assure
God,
you.
he couldn't lie straight in bed, could he?
They wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So Patrick was born in 1881
Yep.
on the 16th of January in Tyrone,
County Tyrone in Newtown Stewart.
Northern Ireland. Okay.
Newtown Stewart. That's where I'm going. Castlederg.
Cool.
Right?
Yeah, Castle de Newtown Stewart. I think
Coral and myself went up to. We were on holidays anyway. We were up in North Queensland, up near. Is there a Table Mountain up there or a bloody?
Yeah, table. Tambourine Mountain.
I think that's it. Yeah. And we went on this little coach tour. It was only a 6-coach. It was only a bloody Volkswagen or something, you know. And there was a 2 or 3 hour. Throw the lunch in and everything. We were in this restaurant on top of this mountain, and somebody took out a phone, and the proprietor came up and said, "I'm sorry, we don't allow mobile phones in the restaurant." She got the shits. She kept the manageress kept quiet, you know, calm. She said, "I'm sorry, we don't allow mobile phone calls in the." Anyway, they left. They walked out, you know, and she turned around to the rest of the restaurant and said, "But I'm sorry, but that is the rule we have here, and we don't like mobile phones in the restaurant. If any of you people want to leave, we won't take offence, you know." And I thought, "You bloody bit." Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Would have seen a lot of change in your life, though, when you consider what Central Road would have been like when you were there.
Central Road was always tar sealed,
It was okay.
except for about 200 feet at the top end. Central Road used to be originally a cul-de-sac, a long cul-de-sac, but still a cul-de-sac. And then the council bought the house that was making the cul-de-sac, and
Took it through.
yeah,
there was a canal out the back or something, wasn't there, George?
Oh, right through the block.
Yeah.
we had one right
Right
at
through
the block.
46.
We had a pretty big block of land there.
What was it that supposedly Patrick sold a portion of the land that had no road frontage for £1,000 in the 1940s? That was in the family history.
He could well have. Later on, it was subdivided and they put a street in the back of it. But I think there is. I'll check. I'll go through there in the next few days.
I'll drive in.
No.
Back into the Shangri-La in the rocks.
So what I was going to do on the way,
Well, show him the Orient where his father lived.
I don't know, whereabouts is the Orient?
What about George Street? Oh, you probably can't get in there. With
Yeah,
it.
they can't get in at the moment. I walked through there
Oh,
last
they've
night.
destroyed the city.
It's on the corner of Argyle Cut.
I've been coming back to Sydney for the last 4 years for the group that I met with today. They've been trashing the city for that whole time already.
They've stuffed it. And now I've
Not a company in Australia that can't build a bloody tram line, for Christ's sake.
It's been like that for so many years
They got
now.
some
And it looks
bloody
like
rock
nothing's
companies in
happened.
Spain.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same.
Ah. I've been catching the train from Circular Quay to the airport and thinking, how on earth did they get this built when they can't build a bloody tram line?